Good morning, students. Let us start the last lesson. Chapter 16, Garbage in and Garbage out. What do you mean by garbage? It is nothing but waste. So, we know we throw out many garbage every day from our homes, school, shop, offices, etc. Isn't it? People throw many wastes from their homes, similarly from the shops, from the schools, and from many other offices. These wastes include grains, pulses, biscuit, milk, or oil purchased in shops, and some packed plastic bags and all, isn't it? Tins, then wrapping material like polythene covers and all, aluminium foils. Yes, these all come as waste or garbage. We often throw groundnut shells or on public places, in buses, trains, after eating the nuts. Similarly, we throw away the ticket when we get off a bus. When children sharpen their pencils, then also that pencil from the pencil, after sharpening, they will throw the wastes, isn't it? So like that, every day we are generating so much garbage, and we throw away many domestic wastes such as broken toys, old clothes, shoes and slippers. So how much garbage we discussed now? It include more and more type of items. So how can we convert this garbage into another material so that it is not harmful to us? We know we cannot throw away the plastic wastes into the nature, and the number of people are increasing day by day. So there is no free area for removing the or throwing the wastes, isn't it? So what we can do? And as a step towards cleanliness, Government of India has put forward a mission known as Swachh Bharat Mission SBM. Its aim was to create an open defecation-free India by 2nd October 2019. Like that, different policies are also put forward for cleaning the nature. So here in this chapter, let us see how to deal with the garbage. We know the people who are working in cleaning department, they will come and collect the wastes from cities and all. We can see they will take the wastes in the trucks, and then they will take these into a low-lying open area, and this low-lying open area where the garbages are thrown or spread is called a landfill. So what is a landfill? The low-lying open area where the garbages or the wastes are thrown. And once there is the landfill, these people will separate this garbage into two types: the wastes which can be reused and the wastes which cannot be reused. The non-useful components which cannot be reused again will be spread over the landfill and then covered with a layer of soil. Once the landfill is completely full, it is usually converted into a park or a playground. For the next 20 years, no building is constructed on it. And to deal with the useful component of garbage, compost making areas are developed near the landfill. So what is a landfill? Landfill is the area where the garbage is thrown, and once the garbage is spread over the landfill, it is separated into components which can be reused and the components which cannot be reused. The components which cannot be reused will be spread over the landfill and covered with a soil, and when the landfill is completely full, it is converted into park or something like that, and no building will be constructed for next 20 years over it. Then the useful components, in order to deal with them, what they will do, some compost making areas will be developed near the landfill. So what is a compost? Let us understand. For that, we can collect the garbage or the waste from the house, and we are dividing into two groups. The first group, that means we are separating the waste such as fruit, vegetable peels, eggshells, waste, food, tea leaves, etc. Newspapers, dry leaves, and paper bags. All these wastes we are taking in one bag. Then in another bag, pieces of cloth, polythene bags, broken glass, aluminium wrappers, nails, old shoes, and broken toys. So you have understood the difference between the wastes, isn't it? These are all pieces of cloth, polythene bags. These are all will not be eco-friendly, isn't it? So these are collected in another bag. These two bags are we are placing in two pits and cover them with soil. And after some days, after 4 days, if we remove the soil and observe, and if you see a black color and no foul smell, then that indicates that the garbage is completely rotten. Okay? Or rotting of the garbage is complete. If it is not complete and a foul smell is coming, then you can keep again cover with the soil, and every 2 days you can observe. So from the first bag only you can see a black color, whereas the second bag, it will not be like that, isn't it? That included plastic, old shoes, leather and all, so that will not rot. So the food wastes will only rot into a manure. Yes, the rotting and conversion of some materials into manure is called composting. So what we got in black color, that is known as the compost. This is usually produced from the food wastes, and the process, that is the rotting and conversion of some materials into manure. Manure means valam. The rotting and conversion of some materials into manure is called composting. Okay, so composting, you should learn the definition. Then in cities and all, municipalities usually provide for collecting the wastes, two bins they will provide. One is blue in color and the other is green. The blue bin is used for materials that can be used again, such as plastic, metals and glass, whereas the green bin is used for collecting kitchen wastes and food wastes, plant and animal wastes, and this can be converted into manure or compost. Then we can also see in near the roadside some dry leaves. When the trees will be there on the near the roadside, and dry leaves people will collect and keep, and after when it becomes a heap, what they will do, they will burn these dry leaves, and this can produce many more smoke, and this is very harmful. So never burn the dry leaves. That is also harmful for the human being, all the animals. Okay, farmers also usually burn the husk, dry leaves, etc. This is not a good practice. Burning of these substances can produce smoke and gases that are harmful to our health. So government should implement some rules or some law in order to prevent people from burning these dry leaves and other plant wastes. Okay, thank you.